I hunger. Death rages. What mortal? Greetings. That was my plan. You thought of that? I hunger. Die. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I hunger.
Our allies' town needs help.
Death rages. What more? Must hunt soon. I hunger. Very well. That was my plan. Die. Greetings. What mortal?
Our allies' town needs help.
I hunger.
Welcome to our village. Greetings, my lord.
I must hunt soon. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. Die. Very well. Agreed. Very well.
Hello. Our warriors have
Death rages. What mortal? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. I hunger. Death rages. Agreed. I hunger. That was my plan. Hello. Greetings. You thought of that? What is it now? That was my plan. Agreed. Die. That was my plan. Double kill. Agreed. That was my plan. Double kill. Die. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Greetings. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan.
What? Give me something to do.
Our allies' town needs help.
That was my plan. Greetings. What is it now? Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. Very well.
Our warriors have engaged
What,
the enemy.
mortal? Your soul is mine. I hunger. That was my plan. I must hunt. What, mortal? That was my plan. Agreed. Double kill. That was my plan. You thought of that? Death rages. Agreed. You thought of that? Greetings. I hunger.
Our allies' town needs help.
That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan.
Our allies' town needs help.
You thought of that? That was my plan. That was my plan. Your soul is mine. Death rages. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our allies'
Very
town
well.
needs help.
Agreed. You thought of that? Agreed. I hunger. That was my plan. That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that?
Our allies' town needs help.
You thought of that? That was my plan. I must hunt soon. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought of that?
Our allies' town needs help.
Killing spree. You thought of that? I hunger. That was my plan. Very well. Death rages. I hunger. That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
What?
Very well. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Very well. Greetings. was my plan.
Dominating.
You thought
Our
of
allies'
that?
town needs help.
That was my plan. Agreed.
Our allies' town needs help.
Very well.
Our warriors have engaged.
Thought of that? Death.
Our allies' town needs help.
You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that?
I hunger.
Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan.
Give me something to do. Are you threatening me?
What, mortal? Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. Death rages. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our allies'
You thought
town
of
needs
that?
help.
Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? Agreed.
I hunger.
That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan. That was my plan.
Our allies' town needs help.
Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that?
Our allies' town
Agreed.
needs help.
What, mortal? Very well. What is it now?
Our allies' town needs help.
You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. That I must hunt soon. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. Greetings. What is it now? I must hunt soon. What, mortal?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Very well. You thought of that? I must hunt soon. What, mortal? Greeting. I must hunt soon. Greetings. I must hunt soon. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. What is it now? You thought of that? Greetings. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed.
Our warriors have engaged
That
the
was
enemy.
my plan.
I hunger.
Agreed. That was my plan. Die. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. Death rages. Killing spree. You thought of that. Very well. That was my plan. Double kill. That was my plan. Agreed. Thought of that. Your soul is mine. That was my plan. You thought of that. That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. You thought of that. Very well. You thought of that. Agreed. I hunger.
Our allies' town needs help.
That was my plan. Very well. What is it now? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that?
Greetings, my lord.
Must hunt soon. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. What is it now? Greetings. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of what, mortal? Agreed. Very well. That was my
Our allies' town needs help.
very well. You thought of that. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Die. You thought of that? Very well. I must hunt soon. That was my plan. I hunger. Double kill. Agreed. Death rages. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Unstoppable. Killing spree. That was my plan. Wicked sick kill. Very well. You thought of that? That was my plan. I hunger.
Hello.
What?
You thought of that? That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. You thought of that? Greetings.
Monster kill!
Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that?
I hunger.
That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed.
Your mother. Night beckons. That was my plan. Plan. Very well. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. Death rages. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan.
What, mortal? I hunger.
What is it now? They must hunt. What, mortal? Agreed. You thought of that?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
That was my plan. You thought of that? That was my plan.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
You thought of that? Agreed. That was my plan. What is it now? You thought of that? Agreed. Die. That was my plan.
Dominating.
Agreed. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that?
Kill
That was my plan. Very well. Agreed. You thought of that? What, mortal? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well.
Our soul is mine. Dominating. Unstoppable. Triple kill.
Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. I hunger. What is it now? Die. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. Plan. I hunger. You thought of that?
What?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Very well. That was my plan. Your soul is mine. Wicked sin. Agreed. You thought of that? Death rages. What, mortal? Must hunt soon. That was my plan. Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. I hunger. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Where shall my blood be spilled? What is it now? Agreed. You thought of that?
Are you threatening me?
Mortal. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that?
Monster kill! Unstoppable.
Very well. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. You thought of that? That was my plan. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Death rages. Holy shit. That was my plan. You thought of that? What, mortal?
Give me something to do.
Our allies' town needs help.
I am ready.
Greetings. You thought of that? Very well. Agreed. I must hunt soon. That was my plan. I hunger. Agree. That was my plan. Agree. You thought of that? That was my plan. Death rages. Very well. Agree. That was my plan. What is it now? I must hunt soon. You thought of that? That was my plan. Very well. That was my plan. You thought of that? Agreed. Very well. You thought of that? Agreed. What is it now? Agreed. That was my plan. Agreed. That was my plan. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan.
Our warriors
Monster kill!
That was my plan.
Triple kill! Ultra kill! Godlike! Rampage!
Agreed. I hunger. What?
Dominance! Zone kill!
Agreed. You thought of that? Very well. That was my plan.
Mega triple kill!
Are you threatening me? Thy bidding, master. What mortal?
Mega kill! Zone